Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, kind of a current base makeup that I've been wearing a lot lately, plus other makeup that I've been loving, slash after the 12 days of foundation, slash 13 days of foundation. I'm just excited to sit down and kind of have a bit of a gab with you. It feels like for me anyways that it's been forever. I'm also going to show you how I got this low ponytail. You know, I've been trying to mix up my hair lately, style it differently, and I'm really excited that this video is sponsored by and in partnership with Dyson. You know how much I love my Supersonic, and you know how much Emily and Rue love the Hot Cool Link. They're, you know, in a coma in front of it as we speak, but they have launched a new exciting attachment for the Supersonic specifically for textured hair. So I'm going to show you that in action today and how I got this pony, and then we will get into the makeup. So if you're not already familiar with the Dyson Supersonic, this is kind of the base of it. This is it sort of naked. It comes with attachments when you purchase it. I use the diffuser all the time for my natural curls, but I more or less, not more or less, I absolutely refuse to hold a brush and a blow dryer at the same time. Like, it's just not something I'm gonna do anymore. I used to do it all the time, and it's just too much work. It takes too long. You know, as somebody who pretty much only diffuses their curls, which takes me like, you know, 10 minutes to do, and I've just started kind of trying to do more things with my hair. I want things to be simple. So that is where the wide tooth comb attachment comes into play. If you've never used their attachments, they're all magnetic, so super simple. You can have it twisted this way, or you can have it twisted this way, which you can adjust during styling depending on what part of your hair you're styling. And this is meant to help for textured hair, to help stretch the curls, to help lengthen them, or to add volume depending on how you're using it. So that's what I use today to get this more sleek ponytail, which is something that I've kind of struggled with in the past, is to get my hair actually looking sleek. So this is the kind of style that I do on my hair on day 2 or day 3 curls, because it's just something that I think, I'm getting used to it now, I think looks cute, and something that I can do that's a little bit different than the ponytail that I used to do in the past. So starting out with my kind of older curls, I like to dampen them just to add a little bit of hydration. That's also going to help smooth it, of course, when you're blow drying, if you have a little bit of dampness in your hair, because otherwise you won't get the same effect. So I start with like damp but not wet curls. I use my mister. Depending on what kind of hair condition you're in, you can add a little bit of a leave-in. I added in just like this hair dress that helps to smooth my hair down, and just smoothing out the top of my hair with the wide tooth comb attachment. So it helps if you kind of grab the other end, like the end of your hair, to help smooth it down, or you can just kind of brush it. Depending on how tangled your hair is, you may want to comb it a little bit before. My hair was actually surprisingly not too tangled this day. So you just kind of hold the hair and brush it out. And I'm not speeding this part up, just so you can see it is a very quick process, because again, I am lazy when it comes to my hair. I will take an hour to do my makeup, but for my hair, I just don't like putting that much work into it, but I want it to look good. And I'm only doing it about 60% of the way down, because I want the bottom part to be curly. So this is going to leave the top part looking smooth and the bottom part curly. Because I am, I guess, essentially straightening it, it is going to look much smoother than if I had done it with curls. As I'm going through, I'm just kind of brushing it. Essentially, I'm not even sectioning it. I don't feel like I need to do that. It's more just kind of the top part that I'm trying to get flat. Just kind of stretching and smoothing is kind of the idea there. So the more you stretch it, the smoother it's going to be. And then when I get it mostly smoothed out, I will add some pomade or some kind of hold product. You can go in and brush it just with your brush, or you can go back in again with the wide tooth comb and kind of like set the product into your hair and smooth it out even further. Then for the actual ponytail part, I re-dampened the ponytail just because it got a little bit dry, and added in a little bit of foam to kind of refresh those bottom curls a little bit. And then I used the wide tooth comb as like a pick. You know how you use a pick? I actually don't even own one anymore, but I remember having one when I was younger and using that to add volume and kind of brush through my hair. So I kind of use it in that way. When I'm using the wide tooth comb attachment, how many times can I say that? I do use a higher heat and a higher power of airflow, but when I'm doing the pick, I don't want to disturb my curls too much, so I kind of turn it down a little bit. And that's it. This is my ponytail. I really love the smooth look that it gives, but I mostly just love that it's easy to use because I hate doing stuff to my hair. If you're curious to check this out for yourself, I will of course have links down below. They also have another attachment which is made for more fine hair or a sensitive scalp, which I think is cool. I've never seen anything like that, so that will be linked down below if you're here for the makeup and not for the textured hair part. But now that the ponytail is complete, let's go ahead and move into the makeup. Okay, so starting out with my primer, this is a newish one from Indeed Labs. It's their Nano Blur Color Corrector Peach. They had the Nano Blur is like one of their most famous products. Then they had a yellow one that I really liked, but then they came out with the peach and I was like, ooh. So this is actually a product that you can wear on its own as well. Oh, I should say disclaimer, I had the Drunk Elephant Debronzy on my face for the hair portion because my facial tan is starting to fade, unfortunately. And I'm starting to like get my version of pale, which is very upsetting. For my foundation, I've been loving the Shiseido Synchro Skin. I reviewed this during the 12 days of foundation and I really love it. It's probably like I will be doing like a roundup of like everything that I tried probably in the new year, I guess. But I really love this one. This is one of my faves, I would say. And I've got a lot of breakouts right now because it's been very, like my body, if I'm stressed, the pimples come out. So she's stressed. I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting a break. When you work for yourself, it's like you can technically take a break like whenever you want, but if you do that, it could be detrimental. So definitely want to take some time, like at the very least Christmas Eve and day. We just decorated our tree the other day. I have a little mini tree. If you missed, I believe I had my vlog go up on Thursday. I'm gonna do just a little bit of spot concealing. I normally wouldn't, honestly, but I think I'm gonna do kind of a dramatic-ish eye. So I like to have a more flawless base in that case. This is the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. I'm gonna let that set just on my face a bit, and then I'm gonna take the Too Faced concealer. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I had a vlog go up on Thursday, so we decorated the tree. We had to make, last year we made Rue a tree topper because she was my angel. And now we have Emily, so we had to print off a new picture of Emily and went and did goat yoga. So if you want to see that vlog, that went up on Thursday. That was so, they were so cute. There was this one goat, there was two of them, they were twins. They were 5 months old, but they're like fully functional animals, but they just, something about them was like so awkward. If an animal can be awkward, if that's possible, they were just like, I don't know, they just looked so funny. And they really do like hop on your back, but they're so gentle. And then when we left, we could, because they didn't make many noises, like you know how goats make that blah. Doesn't sound good when I do it. It's cute when they do it. But when we left, we heard them like yelling basically. And the girl said that they get sad when people leave. Oh, cannot handle. For my highlighter, I'm going to use the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face. I promise we'll get into drugstore soon. Lots of drugstore in this video too. But I really do love this highlighter. And it will last you a long time if you're only using it on your face. It has an incredibly natural look. I was afraid it would be too bronzy, but it's not. And this, if you missed the review of this foundation, I'm glad I wasn't alone in that. But I saw like, I didn't watch the whole review, but I took a glance at Emily Noel's review after mine went up, and I think she really liked it. Which I was like, oh no, what did I do wrong? But we have different skin types. And I think she tends to like moussey foundations, which I don't, so. But then a bunch of you commented and said like, oh, I hated it too, or a lot of people hated it. It's funny because on camera, like when I was editing that video, right after I applied it and I was editing the video, I was like, damn, like my face looks really good. And I had filmed an Instagram story and I got a couple messages being like, what are you wearing? And I was like, oh God. I was like, oh no, people aren't gonna believe me that it looks bad. But it really, like, in person looked so bad. It looked amazing on camera. So maybe if like you're gonna be filming for an hour or two, but then it didn't last like during the day either. So it's not even like at the end of the day on camera it still looked good. Like it did not look good. It felt heavy, it looked heavy. This is the surprise surprise Bacon Blot Makeup Revolution. And then to set my face, I've revisited the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I bought this a while back and wore it a bunch then, and then haven't really worn it much since. And I was like, you know what, I gotta break that out again. I really like it. It's like the Alyssa Ashley powder. I'm going, all the reviews on Sephora are like, Alyssa Ashley made me buy it. The Sephora collection has such good stuff, and they get overlooked. So now I'm going to bring you in for eyeshadow. I'm going to use the Modern Dreamer palette, and I kind of want to go green. I've been doing a lot of green lately, although I did do a green with this last time, but I love green. I'm going to do a darker green. I used this green last time in like a one shadow look. It's so pretty, but I'm going to do like a darker green, I think. I'm going to use this because I've been wanting to use this for like months. It's the Suede shade from Stila in Enchanted Earth. I used the light blue one of this in a video a while back, and I've been dying to use this green. Honestly, I feel like you could wear this just on its own, on the lids, right? That's pretty. And they build really nicely. That was my thing with the glitter ones. Like, I was just intimidated by the glitter ones. Maybe it's not that I didn't really like them, but I'm just a wuss. And similar to hair, again, as much as I love makeup and as much as I'll spend like an hour putting on my makeup, I don't like doing like detailed things. Is that bad? I'm gonna take this kind of neutrally brown. I really love this palette. I love just like how many... Do you hear my stomach? Time for a snack, obviously. Some days I wake up and I'm like not hungry at all, and then other days I wake up ravenous, and today is kind of a ravenous day. Am I done? I'm still talking. I'm still talking. I don't know if this is a bad idea, but I'm gonna take this like teal color. See what that does. It'll just kind of be greeny as opposed to like if I took a flat brush and really like tapped it on. Because there's no like matte green in here and I want to make sure it's quite greeny. I'll run that under the lower lash line as well with like just the leftover product. Not all the way in. And then on my lid, I'm kind of torn about this one or this one. I think I might go this one. No. I'm gonna go this one. It's a little more tealy green than I normally go for. Normally I'm like a forest gal. Ooh. Yeah, it's kind of a bluey green. I know I called this my go-to look. It's not like the base, like the base is my go-to. This is not my go-to look for the eyes, but I did want to use this palette, and I have been using this palette a ton. What was I talking about? I got interrupted there because Nems had to leave and go to work. I think I was talking about my tummy rumbling. Oh yeah, just that I woke up hungry. Not interesting or important at all. On my inner corner, I'm going to put this really bright gold. I love like a greeny eye with a gold inner corner. This is becoming like pretty Christmassy, which I didn't really intend. And I've got some like fun videos coming next week for the holidays. Not like holiday themed, but just kind of fun in my opinion. Like the holidays, they're tough, man. And if you don't have plans, or if you need to escape family or friends, I'm gonna have videos going up next week, like my regular schedule, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, because I know for me, I definitely in the past and still now look to YouTube for an escape, but definitely in the past, and that's why I want to still put up videos. So they won't be like holiday themed in case like you hate the holidays, they'll just be kind of more fun. Popped on a little bit of eyeliner using the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. They've launched a bunch of new products for 2020. This is one of them. And I did include that in a recent new Wet n Wild video. I've got a sneak peek. I think I'm one of the first to talk about it, which is always my favorite. I love drugstore makeup, and as somebody who has always loved drugstore makeup, especially a brand like Wet n Wild, I've always loved. I freaking take such delight in being able to be one of the first people to tell you about the products, because I truly am so excited for them. It's just like always such a pleasure to get to work with and partner with brands I love, like same as Dyson. Like it's truly unbelievable. I'm so grateful. You know, I've worked really hard, but at the same time, like, hard work doesn't equate anything necessarily in this world, unfortunately. CoverGirl Exhibitionist Uncensored Mascara. I think it was in my CoverGirl review that I paired these two mascaras together. The Peacock Flare, another one that I like. And I put on the Essence Primer, by the way, I don't think I said that. Moving on to bronzer, using the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder. Again, I broke this out during 12 Days of Foundation for my Bobbi Brown review, and I really like it. But I've gotten back into wearing two mascaras again. Like before I started using lash primers, I would always use like a more volumizing mascara and then a more like lengthening. But then I started using lash primers. But now I'm using lash primer and a volumizing and a lengthening because it's just, I'm out of control. You can see what a nice highlight that Kevyn Aucoin still gives, even though I've powdered and stuff. Not gonna lie, still using these blushes non-stop. NYX powder blushes. This one's in Summer Breeze. I love the way this looks with greens especially. It looks good with everything, honestly. Ooh, it's much brighter than you expect it to be, and like this is quite a not dense brush. For highlighter, I've got an oldie but a goodie, e.l.f. Apricot Glow. This is a beautiful highlighter and super affordable. Love it. Highlighted my pimple there. Oh well. For my lip, I'm going to start with BFF3 on ColourPop. I forgot, I'm going to set my face with the with the Bare Minerals Dew Mist. Quite like this. Then for my lip, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of their hot lips in Love with Olivia. Just on the center. Then on top of that, I'm going to add one of these Essence XXXL nude lip glosses in Taste the Sweets. These are always hard to link online, but I believe they still exist in stores. So there you have it. That is the finished look, both hair and makeup. I'm quite dewy right now. I might just, hold on, take a brush and just kind of come in here. There's no like extra powder, but I find sometimes that setting spray is very dewy and I just want to undo these parts. Undo. Okay, there it is, the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Dyson for partnering with me on this video. Of course, I will have the attachment linked down below if you are curious to check it out for yourself. And if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!